Hello, everybody. This is Mary. Glad that you're joining with us today. Anyhow, I'm going to give it a second or so for a bunch of people to, or maybe a few seconds, maybe even a minute, for everybody to come on in. Thank you for joining. It's always appreciated having you here. So, hi Liza, hi Julie. I guess what we want to do is do a reading on C. So we might as well just get right at it, huh? I got to go back to read the message. Let's see what the message was again. Today we'll kind of catch up on some of the readings, okay? Because yesterday we didn't have a chance to do any readings. Alright. Questions from C. Thank you. If you could ask Mary, this is what I want to know. I think I have a lot of capabilities, but I want to know if sex ego is getting in the way. I want to know what abilities I have and how I can use them. I feel like I have a book in me. Can you ask about that too? Yeah, we can do that. See Denny. All right. See Denny. So, what I'm going to do with that one is I want to use my weight rights. Sook is a healer. I really don't understand what you're getting at there. She has a healer, or she wants to be a healer. Which one is it? Okay. You need to know that. I think that I put the announcement of the show up on another place. Let's see. Mary Sutherland. 4 Women of Mystery. I think that's where it is. It's 4 Women of Mystery. Huh. For some reason, my show isn't showing up on. Where did you guys find my show today? On my timeline, or is it just one that I sent to you? By friends. It should be on my timeline, I would hope. But it's not. Mary Sutherland. Always something, huh? Search. So it's not. My show isn't showing up on my cell phone for some reason. Well, it might be if I scroll down a little bit more, huh? Yep, there I am. Okay, it finally got up. Apparently it takes a little while for it to get up. Sky may have eagle. So came up as live on timeline. She is the one Sky mentioned. Sky does Reiki. Totally confused. But as long as the cards aren't, it's okay. Hi, Jazz. Hi, Dara. Glad all of you guys are here today. We're going to start right out with tarot readings. Okay. So Okay. Elizabeth is here. I got some crazy pictures. Would you like to show all? You can show them, Elizabeth, if you want to. I recommend anybody that has pictures, and if you want to show them here, I can look at them and analyze them for you. That would be kind of fun. And good to see you too, Liz. Yeah, if you know how to, if, that would be great. As a matter of fact, maybe you can teach all of us how to put those pictures up, including me, because I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to be concentrating on C and doing, and I'm going to use the weight, or the weight tarot. Okay, because she's got these questions. There's a lot more symbology in the weight. This is the ones I'm talking about. Universal weight. King of Swords. Okay, hold on. Just working away here. I used to just pull that one card, but I'm starting to do a little bit more. Hi, Cheryl. How you doing? And Adriano Amelu is here. If any of you guys want readings, let me know, okay? Because that's what I'm doing right now, okay? Justice. And Wheel of Fortune. See. I don't really understand her question, though. Hi, Louise. Is she asking if ego's getting in her way? I just don't quite understand her question at all. I do know that the cards show that she's got some very powerful cards right now. I put these up for all you other card readers out there. I pulled 3 cards on this. Alright. So you got some powerful cards behind you, see? So if you choose to write a book, you definitely should be able to write that book and get it published. She thinks Suki's ego is getting in Suki's way. That does not make any sense. Who is Suki? Is Suki her healer? I don't understand who Suki is. But anyhow, that's what I can, if she wants to write that book, she can write that book and the book can get published. The thing is, in writing a book, she's got to finish it before she can get it published, right? So anyhow, that's what I'm going to tell her is that, and I have, Sky does Reiki. Don't worry about her. Now is Sky Suki? Aaron Berg. Was Paul McCartney replaced by Doppelganger? No. Deborah's here, Aaron Berg is here, Liza's here, Maria's here, Cheryl's here, and so anyhow, focus on C. That's the only thing I'm getting from C is the fact that if she wants to do that book, she can do that book, but she needs to carry it through. If she starts it, she has to finish it. And there could be something getting in her way to keep her from getting this book done. So it a book is one word at a time, and it's not like it's easy. What are her abilities? I have a very hard time getting through to C. I don't know, and I don't know why. I can't get through. What can I say? I don't want to make up anything, so I don't know what her abilities are. Reread her message. I can reread her message, but I didn't understand it the first time either. Let's talk about it. I want to know if Suki's ego is getting in the way. And 2, what abilities do I have and how can I use it? I feel like I have a book in me. The only thing that stands strong to me is the fact that she is capable of writing this book, but I see that as far as the book is concerned, that she needs to she just needs to get it done. There's a lot of possibilities in the future, and of course it's very reasonable that she would do this book and get it published, but for some reason I'm seeing a hard time with her being able to finish it. She may, but I'm not seeing it. But if she does do the book, then she'll get it published. So, of course, that's all up to her ego. No one can influence her unless she allows it. Hi, Lisa. You miss me, huh? Lisa Ann says, hi, you Mary, I miss you. Well, you know where I live, okay? And so why don't we do a general reading for for all of us to see where we stand or what's in the future, a global type of reading. Because we all are connected. A base chakra. That is what is going on too, is people right now, with this new energy coming in, people are going back to their roots. They're starting to remember things that they had forgotten, people that they had forgotten, events they may have forgotten, things that they may have wanted to forget. This is, and this goes all the way back to birth, to the beginning, number 1, base chakra. And so, we can check that out right here real fast. I talked a little bit about it yesterday, but we'll do it again today. Because it's something that we're going to have to work on for some time. I mean, this new energy that came with the eclipse, I mean, it's not one of these things that, with this new energy, it's not one of these things that's just going to come, last a few days, and be done with it. It's here. The energy is working for us. Some people may feel that it's working against us, but it's not. But it's going to awaken us up to our ego, uh, um, uh, uh, help us bring us into more of a conscious state where we'll, notice the communication with or how animals communicate, trees communicate. We're going to realize that global connection, that global consciousness. But that's what it's striving for. But to do it, though, we're going to have to. This energy is going to force us to have to go all the way back to the time that we were born, and maybe even into our other past lives, to deal with problems. And uh, so anyhow, let me. It's the sound is lam, or I am la. It's a vibrational. This card, the sound for this card is vibrational, and LAM, but LAM comes out as IAM too, so it's a vibrational, meaning creator. It's like with Moses met God. He says, "Who are you?" And he says, "I am that I am." And so so that means I am the creator. And remember, you are a co-creator. So this means, so you're going to be working on your co-creational force too. There's a lot of things in play right now because we have stepped into this new world. We're noticing now all the bad things that's happening in life. Um, the How people treat people, how people treat animals, the good things in life, the bad things in life. All of this is coming to our consciousness, and where we can decide which path that we want to follow. And the people of the new world, that want to carry on in the new world, they will cleanse themselves and become lighter and higher vibration, and be able to flow with the new earth. And then there will be others that will stay in the low vibration, but as the earth starts to separate, the new earth starts separating from the old, these new old people that wanted to stay in that lower vibration will eventually disappear out of your life. And they may move, they may die, but they'll no longer be part of your life. And this is what's happening right now. Spread it to the waters. Christy says we need to unite in love and spread it to the waters, and that's kind of what what's happening in Bangladesh, in Nepal, India, and what's happening in Houston. You're seeing the waters being spread, and flowing out of their banks. Because not only are we experiencing this emotional tide, so is Mother Earth, and so is the planets, the cosmos. Everything's into play right now, changing. And this has been prophesized for thousands of years. So, and yeah, and like Aaron says, the veil is being lifted, and some won't know how to handle it from there. And it's true. And this is our job, is to explain this to other people, to help them get through this. You are going to be their bridge for, to help them cross over safely. You will be, the people in the know will play the part of the teacher to bring people to safety. But some will choose this path, others won't. And they'll be caught up in the old world, and it's their choice, though. I personally want to be in the new earth, you know, the age of Aquarius, you know, community, happiness, love. But we do have to go through that purification of fire. And I've been going through it, and a lot of other people have been going through it too. It's not easy. It's very difficult. I mean, your emotions are just up and down, and it's sometimes you're so tense you can't even move, and you just have to realize that it will be over. There will be an end to it, but you do need to go through that purification process. Um, Deborah says that she's so exhausted today. I was totally like that the other day. I had a hard time even finishing the show. Um, it, and I was so sleepy. But then when it came nighttime, my eyes opened wide. I was like a hoot owl, and I could not sleep. I mean, my mind was like on fire. And it stayed like that until 8 o'clock the next morning. And it was miserable. And it lasted through the next, because I finally went to sleep about 8 o'clock in the morning, but woke up at 10 and I was wide awake again. But I was awake, but my body was so exhausted. It was almost to the point where I was so tired I couldn't even take a nap. But there was other people I talked to, and they were going through that same process, Deborah. So this is what's happening to you now. I suggest, because today, if you notice, I got sleepy eyes too, and so I went through it, got over it, had a short time to recuperate. Now today I got the sleepiness again. So I think I'm going to suggest to people that sleep when you can, okay? Because there may be nights and days that you won't be able to sleep. So you just, our time clock is changing, our internal clock is changing. The earth is speeding up. Cosmos, the universe, time is speeding up. And we're trying to keep up, but we're using the old-fashioned tools of clocks and watches and calendars. And they're not really working that well for us now. It kind of keeps us on track to keep appointments and get to work, but if you didn't have to work or keep an appointment, you'd have a very difficult time trying to follow a watch or a calendar. Time is like dissolving on us, and they're kind of getting caught up in the spin. You know how in the bathtub, and when you fill the bathtub up, there's no real motion of the water, and then you pull the plug, and then it slowly goes down. But when it gets to that one particular point before it all erupts and goes down into the drain, you'll notice that the water starts spinning faster and faster and stronger and stronger and stronger until it finally gets to that point at the drain, and boom, it goes down. Boom, just like that. Strong. And I think that that's where we're at right now. This is, the old Earth time is, it's kind of circling the drain with us. And now but the thing is, what happens to us when we circle the drain and go down through the drain? We go into a new reality, a new Earth, and where everything will be good again. It's like when you go through a wormhole. It's frightening to go through the wormhole, but when you go through it, you find an alternate Earth or an alternate reality, and which is it, and it'll be better than ever. Now, the people that don't circle the drain and go through, they'll just be kind of left here as like the scum on the bathtub, that ring, okay? And it's their choice though. But we have to, as people, brothers and sisters and children of, we have to at least be able to tell them what's going on, so they're given that choice as to coming with us or staying behind. And in like with what Aaron said, the veil's being thin and some won't know how to handle it from there. And that's what Red Elk always said, is that you're either going to bend like a reed, or you're going to snap like a twig. And you're seeing a lot of people snapping right now. And for those people, those are the ones we need to get to let them know what is going on. You know, now's not the time for us to be shy. You know, because there's people out there, entities out there, angels out there, guides and gods and goddesses that are depending on us, to do the right thing and guide these people through. So, and that's our job right now. But in the meantime, we're going through it as well. And so we just have to realize it, and just when you're sleepy, if you can, sleep. Don't think to yourself, well, I'll just go to sleep at 10 o'clock. I'll just kind of hold in there. Because when 10 o'clock comes, you may be wide awake, and you may not be able to sleep all night. So I would suggest taking cat naps. That should help you a little bit, Deborah. That's what I'm doing, and it seems to help. Like when I get done with this show, I'm going to take a cat nap, even if it's for 15 minutes, But, in body aches and pains, don't be afraid to take a nice hot bath with and you can either pour sea salt in your water, or if you can't afford the sea salt, just go to Walmart or wherever and just buy some Epsom salt. And with that, just dump the Epsom salt into the hot water and then just soak, because that salt will pull all that negativity out of you. And it even works for sprains, insect bites or whatever. So, wouldn't hurt to have some witch hazel around too. Be careful out there too, because right now the bees are really reacting to it. Usually, a bee won't sting you unless you touch it, or hit it. But right now the bees are very, very angry, and they're actually attacking people for no reason at all. So, anyhow, who else? Let's see. Going back, when I would be in Burlington, Aaron says, when I would be in Burlington, I'd hang out with you for hours at the cafe. I miss those times. Hope you are both doing fantastic, and that you still have that purple alien mask I gave you guys. Cheers. This is great here. Thank you. By the way, I've been practicing what I call black hole mediation. Wormhole-like experience. Works for focus, aware. You need to fill us in more on that, Aaron. And yes, Aaron, I still do have that mask. Yes, I do. I would. People have tried to get it from me, but ooh, no, I keep that mask. That's. I've even worn it a few different times in Burlington. So, thank you so much. I love gifts. I totally love gifts. And yes, Aaron, I do remember. I do remember our visits. Aaron, I'm doing these shows now once a day, or I'm doing them daily, Monday through Friday. So at 4 o'clock. So, you know how you used to visit me down at the Sci-Fi Cafe? Well, I'm still here. I'm just, you know, in a different, you know, I don't know, different scenery. I'm not there physically, but I'm here virtually, but actually it's the same thing. So we can still have good times, and you can share your stories on here by going to Facebook chat, and then everybody, you know, you click on I answer, and everybody's able to hear your stories. So I've tried it, and it does work. It works very well, actually. Christy Imant says we need to unite in love and spread it to the waters. Yes, we do. Mary Seberg has joined. Mary Ann Guda, and who else? Let's see. Okay. Christy Mott. Christy Mott says she cried for 3 days before and during the eclipse. Crying's a good thing, Christy. It releases. It's. I remember that I did the same thing one time. I was bit by a tulpid. It was like a big etheric um, scorpion, and it bit me. And afterwards, I cried for days for no reason at all. You know, Brad thought I was going out of my mind because there was no reason for it. So, and it got to the point where I ended up with a migraine headache, and I actually started leaving my body. I thought I was dying. And Brad took me to the hospital, and they gave me a shot, which calmed me down enough to sleep. Next morning, I wake up, and I just start crying all over again. Just gasping. I was crying so hard. But I had no reason for it, you know. There wasn't no explanation for it. And Brad says, well, he says, you want me to call somebody to help? I said, oh, yeah, right. Like, who are you going to call? Somebody with take me away in a straitjacket? So anyhow, he decided that was a bad idea. But anyhow, later that day, the crying stopped. But I had, luckily for me and for you, because I can share this with you, I talked to a physicist friend that I had, and he told me what it was that this etheric scorpion had bit me, but it was like a poison and injected, but the poison was used for me to release all that negativity that I had, all the trauma that I had, not just in this life, but in all previous lives. And it took about 2-3 days of just constant crying, just couldn't stop. But that's what it was all about. And he said that I needed to do that because I needed to release all that trauma and fear, anger, so that I could get to a higher level in my ascension. And because I couldn't remember it because it was from other lifetimes, this needed to be done like it was so that I could release it, because I didn't know about it, but I released it. And it was like, wow, after that, it was just like all this information started coming to me. I was able to grow, and so I know that what he told me was true. Okay. And Crystal Tieglin is watching. Hi, Crystal. And Aaron's saying, kind of trying to describe, I guess, his, I don't know what this is, Christy. Christy says she gives a YouTube for you guys to watch, and this has always worked for me, the energy ball. I've seen how people can to create an energy ball, you just take and you do concentrated energy from one hand to the other, and you just kind of see this energy coming out, and you slowly push the energy together. And when you get so far, you'll start feeling your hands tingle, and then you start building up that energy and building it, building it, building it. And then what you do is you've created this energy ball. Now, you may not see that energy ball, but it's there. And now, what do you do with that energy ball? You can allow it to dissipate, or you can take that energy and throw it. Or that's the same how, like, you've seen pictures of me where I'll go like this, and you'll see a stream of energy coming off of my fingertip and hitting this one guy in the head, then bouncing from him to somebody else. And what that is an energy stream based on energy that I have accumulated in my hand. And this is why a dog or a cat or any animal really gets mad when you go like that to them. Because when you go like that, they actually see and feel that stream of energy coming at them. And then, so they look at you, you're trying to hurt them, and it gets them mad. So, anyhow, I've got pictures of it if you ever want to see it. Elizabeth says her battery died. I think that's what you're talking about, isn't it, Elizabeth? Kind of going back through here to see who said what. But anyhow, going back to this base chakra, okay? Base chakra is, like I said, it's the creation. It's taking you back to, you need to start focusing on your source, your time of creation, here. Then eventually what it'll do is it'll actually, in the end, when we make our full transition, we'll know who we were from the very day of creation. But this is known as the sacral chakra, by the way, and it's your female and male organs. It's located like 2 fingers below your navel and relates to emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. And to keep this chakra clear, you need and the energy flowing. Like when you're feeling tired, dance. Move your hips and your lower abdomen, okay? And use this color when going into meditation. Use this color, okay? And if you can, practice your yoga or just meditate. But dancing is what gets it going. You need to work that energy, on the dance, moving your hips back and forth, back and forth. That will help you when you feel so sleepy, and you can't sleep because you're at work or something. Just kind of move those hips back and forth, back and forth. And don't hurt to have a little sex either. That's what it says, so I'm just passing on what it says. Nurture yourself. If you got a sexual mate, take advantage of it. Okay. It's like, oh my God, Mary said that. Yes, Mary said that. Okay. So, because you got to stir up that energy. Stir it up. I mean, there's time, there's times to stir it up. Then there's going to be times that you need to just sleep. But learn your body. and work with it, you know. Use those emotions. If you want to cry, cry. Crying is very good. It releases that negativity. Try it all, and go back to your base, and so that's what I would suggest for today. And, through this energy, um, this energy field that we're going through right now, um, but learn to play again, you know, whatever it takes. Read an exciting book. There's got to be something that excites you, that stirs up that energy. You need to, I know you're tired, but you also need to stir up that passion, you know. Taste the ice cream, taste the cookie. Okay? So, alright, what else we got going for us today? Hi, Gerald, how are you? Yes, Aaron says stay rooted, yes. Yeah, but it's been, it's rough because we're going through that fire purification right now. And you not only have to get through it, but remember, you gotta help your friends get through it too. Eat properly. Drink a lot of water. I hate water. I hate the taste of water. But I like it better now that we're here because where I live, we're surrounded by artesian wells, so I drink artesian water now, and that's pretty good. And when you're drinking water, always think to yourself before you drink to that water, or even look at the water and say thank you. Thank you for being nutritious. Thank you for helping me to be healthy. And think of it as being very healthy for you. Think of it as giving you life, giving you passion, giving you energy, and then drink it. Because when you're thinking about it, you're changing those molecules in that water to be what you're thinking. Even though I personally don't like the taste of water, every time I get a drink of water, or grab a glass, I always look at the water and I always think, thank you. I'm going to drink you now because I know that you're so healthy for me. And then I drink it. And it works. That there was what was his name? I can't think of his name. Amato. Dr. Amato did those experiments on water. And he thought negative things and he thought happy things, right? Love things. And then he froze the water. Then, when it was crystallized, he would put some of the ice crystals underneath the microscope. And he found that the ones that he was thinking hate and anger and sickness, all that, it showed a brownish color and sluggish in appearance, like a blob. But then he would take the one that the happy crystals were the one that the person gave the happiness to, joy and good health. He put those crystals underneath the microscope and they would be beautiful in color, white and blue, and like they looked like a snowflake. They were so pretty. And so our thoughts while we're eating and drinking makes the food either healthy for us or non-healthy. That's why people will I tell people, because I smoke, and they'll say, oh, smoking's not good for you. I'll say, don't ever say that to me, ever. Because when you say that, that's like a curse. And if I accept what you just said to me, that cigarette is going to cause me health issues. So when I smoke a cigarette, I always think to myself and say to the cigarette, thank you. I know that you're healthy for me, and I appreciate you staying healthy for me and keeping me healthy. And then I smoke a cigarette. Because molecules are molecules, whether it be you, a combination of molecules to make you, or if it's a combination of molecules to make that cigarette, or a combination of molecules that make your food, combination of molecules that make that water. It's all molecular. So how you relate to those molecules is how those molecules are going to relate to you. So you may not like smoking, all right? But please, never go up to somebody that does smoke and say, oh, I wish you wouldn't smoke, you're going to get da-da-da. Or I wish you wouldn't smoke because it's not healthy for you. Because what you say really is going to create that healthy versus unhealthy, whatever. I know that you're saying, oh, she just says it because she smokes cigarettes. Well, I do. I'm addicted to cigarettes. I wish I didn't smoke cigarettes. And I only smoke, I went down from a pack and a half, 2 packs of cigarettes to maybe, I smoke maybe 8, maybe 10 cigarettes a day. That's it. And usually when I smoke a cigarette, I only smoke half of it. I'm working on it, okay? But in the meantime, I don't want somebody making me unhealthy or causing me to get a disease because they cursed my cigarette, okay? I hope that makes sense to you. You have to be very careful of what you say, because what you say will manifest. Someplace, somewhere, it will manifest. Okay, so anybody else want a reading? Hi, Barb Fox, how are you? Okay, Christy Mott has she has a blog, I believe, or I don't know. She's giving. If you look on the comments section, you will find a URL, and go to it and read up on what she's trying to, express. And Aaron Berg, configuration ritual. Is that your black hole meditation you're talking about? Can you do a reading for me? Yes, I surely can, Christy. Okay. Hold on. I'll start with a ruin. Okay. And it's Christy. Christy. I always, since you can't be with me, I think of you. I say your name, kind of making that connection. Oh, now what I'm doing is I'm reaching in here into my animal in bird ruin. And I never have to worry about, like, wow, am I sensitive enough to pick up the vibration of Christy? Because the universe already knows which one it's going to be and basically puts it in my hand. Okay? Secret guard. Okay, here it is. Whoops. The crane. So now, like I said, these ruins are your guides, all right, that have come in and will be with you until you don't need them anymore. So they can change from day to day. They're not the same. They're not the same totems that or guides that you would have that you're born with and will die with. These are kind of like your helpers. So when you see like the crane, you think to yourself, what does a crane do? You know, what does it symbolize? Okay. Um, Same way with a cat. If you've got a cat ruin or a dog ruin or a fox ruin, you become the fox. You become the qualities of that animal. Even if you don't have the ruins, when you're sitting outdoors, watch the animals, the birds that come around you, because they work the same way. They're giving you a message. All right. Now, okay, where's my bag? These ruins are made by Ted Andrews, and if you want, if you want the, if you want to buy these, you can Google it. You know, there's people that sell them. Animal Speak Ruins. Ted, whoops, Ted. Here it is, Ted Andrews. Okay. And now what we'll do is we'll go into his book under crane. Okay. To the Zuni Indian, the crane is a source of great secret magic. Their feathers could only be used by members of Galaxy Society, and their name has been a well-kept closed secret. Cranes are high flyers, and they usually announce their presence with loud calls. Because of this, they are often considered noble guardians, calling out loudly to forewarn. This ruin is alerting you to something that you should watch out for and take more care of. In expressions of threat, an annoyed crane aims its spear-like bill and rushes towards intruders, occasionally nipping at the intruder. Trust that there is usually some hidden protection around you. It may also be a sign that you need to be the hidden protector of someone else. The noise of 1,000 of cranes together is legendary, carrying an almost ancient and untamed quality. This incredibly loud whoops are used to coordinate movements, defend territories, find mates, and keep lifelong mates together, all functions of a traditional guard at the gates of your life. Okay. So I hope you understood that, right? So whenever the crane appears, there is an energy of the secret and noble guardianship around you. Be on guard. You may need to be on guard, or others may be so for you, but it's a time to focus on establishing protection. Okay? For yourself or someone else. Cranes, I love cranes. We have blue herons that fly over our lake every day. They're just such magnificent creatures. Brad's favorite is the egret. Okay, so now let's go to let's do a psychic tarot on you. Okay. Christy. Anybody else want a reading? So anyhow, Deborah, if you're tired, take a nap and dance. Move those hips. And if you got somebody in your life say, come here, boy. I got something to show you. Get that energy flowing. But, Christy. Huh. Love begins. And it's interesting because, see, you wrote, we need to unite in love and spread it to the waters. See, so this is basically, and see, one is beginning, a rainbow, two people coming together as one, tipping the waters, which in a bowl of water, which releases emotion. It's an emotion of love. Nice card. So I think that fits you very well. But still, be on guard. Put a protection around you. You can have love and be protected. So, alrighty. And I ask all of you to, if anybody else wants a reading, let me know, because I'm open for it. Christy says, his teachings help me heal, and love and water is amazing. Okay. Oops. Anybody else want a reading? It's Dr. Emoto. It's funny that we were talking about Dr. Emoto too, huh? I must have been picking you up a little bit. Before you even asked. Christy Nagel, you want a reading? You say please. Thank you. Remember, please and thank you is always very, very important in your life, because please is it's a sharing, it's a giving of sorts, and it's also it's giving, but then it's giving back. The please, thank you. It's an exchange of energy. All right, so Christy, we'll start again with you, Christy, with the ruins. Yeah, that was really interesting about Dr. Model. That we were talking about that just prior to the reading. So I guess I was really connecting to you. Okay, Christy. I'm doing the ruins. And again, this is by Animal Speak Ruins by Ted Andrews. And you can purchase these ruins on, just Google it and find some place. Okay. We gotta get Max up here too, huh? Say bye. And Brad's gotta come up, play hee-haw. What we have for dinner tonight, Pa? Once he catches on to that, he'll probably quit doing it. But anyhow, we're having fun with him in the meantime, having him come up and letting me know that dinner's ready. We won't let him in on our little secret. Okay, Christy. Okay, here we go. A choice. A decision to make, maybe. Your guardian, your totem, is the blue jay for right now. So kind of watch that blue jay. What does the blue jay do? They're squawkers. They're loud. They jump in and they take what they want. They're very, very, very noisy. You always know when a blue jay is around, right? So you want to assume the qualities of a blue jay. And blue jays can fly too, so they can get themselves out of trouble real easy because they got the gift of flight. Okay? Gotta stand up for yourself. The fearless and resourceful blue jay is a relative of the crow family and is very adaptable to its surroundings. So you have to become like the blue jay. Its appearance indicates that your efforts are bringing new choices into your life. The key to making proper choice is selecting, so it does not hurt or take advantage of anyone in the process. If the choice is made in this manner, new doors will open and the path ahead becomes clear. If you choose inappropriately, everything will become bogged down and more complicated. The blue jay is never afraid to act, and this you should model from. We learn from all choices we make, and sometimes the lessons are difficult and sometimes easy. Stay with the choices you have made. Do not alter or backtrack now. It will only make things more complicated. Let the consequences of your choices and actions play out. It will ultimately be to your favor, no matter how it seems right now. I think I'm going to do this also for Eliza. I'm going to be doing this for C. Okay? This isn't exactly how she wanted it, but I'm not really getting that much. So I think, and as I was doing this with Christy, it came to me that I needed to do it for C as well. So, okay, Maxie, come up. She's got the raven, shapeshifter, the raven. Okay. Oh, Max is coming up. Hi, Max. Hey, don't get caught up in all the wires. Come here. Come here. Don't get caught up in the cord. Okay, so let's see what the raven says about C. Okay. I think this would probably give her more of the answer than what I could. Sometimes one thing will work, maybe. If that doesn't work, then I try something else until it starts, coming through for me, okay? So, tell C, okay, this is important. When Raven appears, it is time to bring some light into the darkness, wherever it may exist in your life. Doors are opening between worlds. Things are shape-shifting around you and are not what they appear. They are not what they appear. Now is the time for you to assert yourself, take action, and not wait for others to do so for you. I think that that's your answer for that one question that you had about ego holding you back. Right now, you alone are responsible for what you accomplish. I think what the card said that too. You must put forth the efforts. Remember what I said about you can write a book, but if you don't finish it, you will never get it published. So, I mean, it's kind of up to you, what you decide. You can still write that book and you can stop right in the middle of it and not finish it. So that's up to you. So you must put forth the efforts, adapting the tools available to you at this time. Raven's appearance reminds you that the course of changing your life lies in your own efforts. You must be your own light in the dark. You must take the lead. If you do, Raven promises opportunities for you to become the magician or enchantress of your life right now. But it's up to you and your own efforts. We just keep the cards emphasize that. This book is emphasizing it. Okay? The rune is emphasizing it. If you do, Raven promises opportunities for you to become the magician or enchantress of your life right now. But it's up to you to make those efforts. The magic has awakened, and now you must find a way of giving expression to it, such as writing. If you do, your life will change for the better and in a few surprising ways and in a few short weeks. So there you go, see. I couldn't have said it any better. All right, so where's Max? So we want Max, come on up here and tell everybody hi. Come on, Max. Do your deed. Come here. Don't be stuck up, little dog. Don't you be a stuck up little puppy. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, he's such, actually he likes doing these shows. Oh, yeah. Max is a very, very, very good dog. He's a very good dog. And we like him. Say, don't we, guys? Say, where's Maxie? Where's Maxie? There's Max. Max is yawning for everybody again. There's our Max. He yawns every time he sees you guys. That's his wife is saying hello. And then he gives me a kiss. But I don't know why he does that yawn. Because when I take him downstairs, so he can see Brad, as soon as he sees Brad, he yawns. And when I do this when he co-hosts the radio show with me, and it's time for him to say hello, he looks at you guys and he yawns. He kisses me, because he knows I don't like him kissing me in the mouth. But he's a good one. He's a good one. This is Max. And Max is the co-host of this show. A very important co-host he is, too. And he's our friend. All of you guys is friends, okay? Alright. And guys, I hope that you got that message. I don't know if you're still on or not. Okay. So anyhow, and then C again. So anyhow, I think that was a very good reading for C. I'm not C, but Christy. So, and I think it was a very good reading for C too. Like I said, though, sometimes in card messages comes to us in so many different ways. Communication. I mean, even in real life. Person can call you on the phone, they can send you a letter, they can send you an email, they can think about you, they can just yell at you, holler at you across the street, So why wouldn't we get that type of various communications from the other side, or from the world, the invisible world, of the etheric world around us? We would. So that's why I like to have my runes with me, and 3 different types, if not 4 different types of tarot. Listening to myself, like a medium would, going with my gut instinct, going with my heart. I try to tap into all these different ways, including study, a physical book study. But because this world, the etheric world is not any different than the physical world when it comes to communication. You have to watch for the birds that come in, the animals that come in, people that come into your life. Everything, the universe speaks to us through, like spirit will speak to us all the time. People, they lose their mother, their father, their brother, their sister, their close friend, and stuff like that. And they think it's the end. It's now it's only the beginning, actually, because now they communicate with you all the time. Because before they were very limited to how, how to communicate with you. But once they've crossed, then they can communicate with you in so many different ways through, you know, and you just have to be aware and alert to how they talk to you. And one of the very clear signs to me is when, because spirit will use our memories, and so if you all of a sudden, for no reason at all, start thinking about somebody that's crossed, um, or an event, that you had with that person that's crossed, you can almost be guaranteed that they're using your thoughts, your recollections, to be able to just say hi. And then at that point in time, you just kind of gotta relax, say hi, relax, and then use your imagination. Close your eyes, use your imagination. Well, you don't even need to close your eyes, but use your imagination as to what they're saying to you. I like closing my eyes so it's easier. And then you just kind of allow your imagination to give you words, pictures, feelings, colors, and when you start seeing those pictures and those emotions and all that, you know you've made that connection with that loved one that you lost. I talk to my mom and dad all the time. All the time. And people that have crossed, I visit with them. Because if I'm thinking about them, they must be there. So I just carry on a little conversation with them. I don't care who's looking. I'm way past that, I know. So anyhow, I guess nobody really cares to have another reading done. But I do want you guys to, I want you guys to get your friends to listen to my shows and get them to join our group at facebook.com/groups/Mary Sutherland. Have them join. Have them go to burlingtonnews.net and read all the pages that I've got. Learn, study from me. I would appreciate it because that's how I grow. And the more people that I get listening to me, then the more better I feel about myself, and the more I want to do things like this. As long as I know that everybody's out there and appreciates what I'm doing, that's all, I ask for. And Aaron, I hope that you start coming every day to watch the shows. I won't, let's see, okay, yeah, I'll do the shows Monday through Friday, and they'll be on at 4 o'clock Central. And we can kind of catch up a little bit through private message. Okay? Anybody that wants to talk with me, I'm always available on Facebook through private messenger. So always, never hesitate, to contact me. Okay? And like I said, I'd really appreciate if you'd tell other people about me. And now we're just kind of waiting for Brad to show up, to play hee-haw, and say, hey, what's for dinner, Paul? I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's already caught on to us. So, anyhow, I think I'm going to, in October, I'll be at the, Ancient American Preservation Society at conference in Michigan. I think it's October 6th, 7th, and 8th. And so I kind of wanted to finish up my book 5 in my 5-book series, In Search of an Ancient Man. So I might be starting that either within the next few days, I suspect. But I'm also chasing down information in Madison at Wisconsin State Historical Society on some lost artifacts. Well, they're not lost, but they're in their basement, their warehouses stored away like Indiana Jones, and they're not open for the public, which I think is really sucks, because I mean, isn't that what the museum's all about, is to be open for the public to see all these things? It's not to hoard all this information in the artifacts. So I'm out chasing them down. We're going to the Wisconsin Historical Society in Madison, and then the Weeks Geological Museum at University of Wisconsin in Madison, and then I'm going to Beloit, hopefully, to search for more Perkins artifacts. But it's been a long process, because I don't know how many people I've had to contact, and they said, well, you got to contact this person. And I have to contact that person. They said, well, you got to contact this person. You know, and it's like, dude, just show me the artifacts. I mean, how's it going to hurt them, you know? Just open up the door, let me walk through, show me the artifacts, let me take a few pictures, let me to look at them, and then I'll leave and promise never to come back again. Maybe. Maybe I'll be back. I can't guarantee. But anyhow, it's 5:16, end of the show. If you want to purchase any of my books, burlingtonnews.net/books. You can also buy them on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, all those. But if you go to my website, then I can autograph it for you. And let's see, or otherwise just I'll hook up with you on Facebook. But you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, okay? And again, Max says hi. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Oh, say goodbye. No, say goodbye to all of our friends. Can you say goodbye to all of our friends? Say it. Just say it. Say it. No, say it to them. Say goodbye, everybody. Oh, there's Dion. Good guy. Okay, so catch you guys tomorrow. Bye now.